Good.
Please rise and move your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game, starting with the Charleston Trojans. Senior, Drew Dow. Junior, Hayden Bradford. Junior, Owen Strands. Junior, Jay Buchter. Sophomore, Russell Applegate. Sophomore, Bardia Saharkiz. Freshman, Gavin Porter. Sophomore, Rylan Youngblood. Senior, Tyler Hodges. Freshman, Colby Metzger. And junior, Eli Okrasinski. The Charleston Trojans are coached by Zach Strands. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. Sophomore, number 2, Ben Peabody. Freshman, number 7, Adam Cunnington. Sophomore, number 11, Lincoln Coffey. Sophomore, number 13, Isaac Orr. Senior, number 14, Anthony Reveco. Junior, number 17, Caleb Adcock. Senior, number 18, Jacob Franklin. Freshman, number 21, Ethan Garrett. Sophomore, number 23, Jonathan Hansen. Freshman, number 24, Levi Businger. And the keeper for the Tornadoes, 00, Brody Garrett. The Tornadoes are coached by Tim Carbach, assisted by Nathan Howard and Carla Collado.
Welcome everybody to a Tuesday afternoon between the Charleston Trojans and your Taylorville Tornadoes in soccer today. We got Charleston with the kickoff to start. We'll see if they'll, and Charleston going on the offensive to start, but Franklin takes it away. Charleston regains possession, a little bobble. Out to their defenders. Number 15 of Charleston in control, Lincoln Coffey trying to challenge. Ben Peabody takes it away. Kicks it out to Coffey. And Charleston kicks it out. It will be Taylorville's throw-in. Caleb out to receive the ball for the throw-in. Taylorville has advantage right now. Or at the advantage, I should say. Off Peabody's head and out to Charleston's goalkeeper. Charleston taking it across the halfway point, and Rebecca takes it out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. Charleston keeps it fairly short with the throw in, trying to advance. Franklin, Peabody, putting up some resistance, and Peabody will take that. Peabody's taking a drive, he's kicking it forward, and goalkeeper is going to take that one out of bounds. It'll be Taylorville's throw-in. Rebecca set to take the throw-in. Target Coffey. Tries the header, but no good. Peabody showing some offensive. Taking it out to the opposite side, Coffey. And Charleston's going to take it down the line. Keeping inbounds. Charleston across halfway point. Charleston taken out. Only the goalie in between them and Charleston. And it is stopped, deflected off. Not quite out of bounds, though. Charleston will retain possession. And it'll be a corner kick, hit out by Rebecca. Corner kicks are always a good scoring opportunity for either team because not only do you get great field position, but you can also not be called offsides for a corner kick. So that's why a lot of times you'll see defenders set up right next to the goal because there's no point in trying to catch them offsides. We got Rebecca at the front of the goal. And Peabody able to stop it. Going back to number 10 of Charleston. And stopped
by Brody Garrett.
Brody sends it out to about the 35. Stopped by Charleston, who will retain possession. Charleston with another breakaway. And kicked out of bounds will be another corner kick on the opposite side of the field. Taylorville setting up with the same corner kick defense that they did with the last one. Rebecca close to the goal. Caleb Sampson more so up towards front. And kicked out of bounds by Rebecca again, and they'll run another corner kick. Quick to go off the corner. And stopped by Taylorville's goalkeeper. Taking it outside, back near the corner. Charleston in advantage. Taylorville is trying to keep it alive, though, and they'll try to kick it out. They'll end up going with a goal or a throw-in that ends up in the baseball field.
But Taylorville takes that as that prevents no goal. Now the ball kicked out of bounds. Now it's a Taylorville goalie kick.
Yep, so Taylorville will try and gain some momentum from this, try and get back down to the penalty area, try and make a play happen off of this.
Yeah, and then 5 minutes in, still no score on the scoreboard.
Kick is up. fighting for it, both sides. Lincoln Coffee will gain possession. Kicks it towards Charleston defender. And they'll take it from there. Coffee and Peabody. Reveco stopping that one.
And he also saved it before it went out of bounds. Now kicking it towards the sideline, and the ball is still in bounds. Even though kicking it towards the sideline, far away from out of bounds. Now Taylorville takes it back to their end zone, and Charleston sends the ball right back out.
It'll be Charleston throw-in. Must have been tipped off of Coffee. So
Good catch. I did not catch that, but the turn in came in from Charleston, and then Eckhart gets there first, and then the ball's still alive, and Ben Peabody gets foot on it, trying to make a move, and then he trying to go through it, and then now Charleston can come up with it up top. Number 7 has it, and number 7 trying to make a move to 15. 15 slipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like
Charleston still to throw in, though. Taylorville got a foot on it, unable to stop it. It'll be Charleston to throw in, leaving it to their number 18 to throw in. Caleb right there, an attempt to stop it, but it won't be of any difference. Hit out of bounds by Charleston. Caleb to throw in. Out to Coffee. Coffee out ahead. Charleston takes possession down the line, out of bounds. Lincoln will take it. The Tornadoes are going to be going quickly, trying to create a goal scoring opportunity. Coffee kicks it back to Reveco. Charleston takes possession. Charleston out front by the near sideline. Charleston
and then
offsides.
Outside's being called. Anthony Reveco knew that. Now he backed away from his defender, but ref on our sideline, he was spot that right there.
So Taylorville will get an indirect free kick from the spot of the penalty. Looks like it'll be Franklin to take that kick. And out in front, Coffee to challenge. Trojans with control. Out to Peabody. Peabody making a play at it. Passes it back to Reveco. Reveco up to Lincoln. Lincoln Coffee. And Charleston's goalkeeper will take possession on that. No penalty on the contact by Lincoln. Charleston airs it out to about the 50-yard line. Franklin deflects it out to a Charleston player. Charleston and Reveco. Reveco on challenge. Charleston maintains possession. And kicked out of bounds will be a goal kick on the nearest sideline. Substitution being made for Charleston right now. Number 12 coming in for number 15.
And the ref has ruled out a corner kick for Charleston.
Again, very difficult situations to be if you're the defense. They can go up high for a header, they can keep it down low and try and get one past you with all the people in the way. It can be really difficult as a goalkeeper to keep track of that ball.
And it looks like will be our ball coming out. Then they're set to be on the opposite visitor sideline, that's what I called it. And to turn him short, then he thought his teammate was going to be there, but he did not. Now Charleston still keep it in their zone. And then trying to be coming out with it, and then treble towards everybody, and then he passes it wide open, and then somebody was there blocked from Taylorville, and then Taylorville with Charleston get it at midfield, and then...
Yep, Reveco and Peabody are the ones who got let out, but Charleston's taking it back just as quickly. And another opportunity to score a goal. Kick it out. Good position. Caleb kicks it out and saves it. We got Adam on the challenge. Reveco up next. And unfortunately, this isn't football. It's not 3 points. Kicked up above the crossbars. It'll be a goal kick for Taylorville.
I mean, if that was rewarded 3 points in every day, everybody would be going after that.
Absolutely.
In soccer, because you can't.
Goal kick to the 35. Charleston with possession still. Taylorville, Peabody gets out in front of it. He's got a little bit of open space to work with it.
And still dribbling with it. He still has it backwards move and makes it move, and he gets caught off. And here comes Charleston with Brody Garrett, our goalie, backing up. And then Reveco getting the chase. Number 7 shoots it, and then he shoots it way out of the back of the end zone, out of bounds. Taylorville goal kick. Lots of action with under 10 minutes in, still no score on the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
How you think this start for both teams?
I think it's going well. I think Taylorville needs to work a little bit harder on a little bit communication, making sure that they're passing to their actual people. And as we're seeing, Caleb winning that goal kick, not able to maintain possession. Peabody gets past him and he's got some open space. Peabody, one of Taylorville's midfielders, passes out to Adam, back to Peabody. Peabody with a breakaway.
And breakaway
Charleston
between him.
Charleston
He still
defender.
has it, and then he trying to shoot it and did not quite get the foot on it, and then kicked away from Charleston. With number 21 gets a touch, and then looks like that ball is out of bounds. Taylorville set to third in. Now, a good point there, Ben. And substitution, Chase McMillan checks in for Levi Businger.
So it'll be Taylorville to throw in upon the substitution. Charleston gets plenty of time to make sure they're back and ready to go. We got 3 Taylorville defenders back at about the 45 of Charleston's side.
Adam Cunnington in the back of the end zone, and then the ball is still alive. Because once again, the ref once told me if the ball touched the black line, they tend to let that go. So
Yes, but the official rule is that the whole ball has to be across the black line. So as long as that's okay, and Charleston with a little bit of breakaway, but as long as it's not past that line,
Brody
it's still
Garrett
in bounds.
comes out with it, and then goal.
And that will be a goal for Charleston. Difficult to see who it is. It's on the far side there. Maybe we can get a little close up for Tommy TV. Maybe not. Can't tell who made that goal. They got yellow on white for Charleston's numbers. It's a little difficult for us to see that.
And we also can't tell because they don't got names in their back of their jerseys. So
It was number 10 from Charleston who made that goal. Lincoln Coffey with the header. At about 25-yard line and out of bounds by Charleston. It'll be Taylorville's to throw in, and he's
Lincoln
going
Coffey
quick.
thrown in towards Adam Cunnington, and then the ball kicked out of bounds, and Taylorville will take a corner. We got a replay that we can see up on TV who scored maybe.
Looks like number 10 from Charleston. Caleb Adcock set to take the corner kick. Again, just as dangerous as it was on Taylorville's sideline, it's dangerous for Charleston on a goal kick, especially with someone who's got the power of Caleb Adcock to get that up in the air for a potential header. No good on the corner, and Charleston takes possession. Rebecca beat one person in between Charleston and the goal.
And Taylorville defense hustles back. And then Brody Garrett comes out again, and then he
Fumbles with the ball a little
fumbles
bit,
it, but he gets it back. And no harm, no foul. And then Taylorville will reset with Brody Garrett, who popped it up towards the 50-yard line. And then Jacob Franklin gets his charge. Lincoln Coffey trying to kick it to Adam Cunnington. Did not work, whether then Peabody goes back and retreats. And then he still has it and quickly makes a move. And then the ball is kicked
back to the Charleston
to the
goalkeeper.
goalie. Now, remember in soccer, the teammate kick it back to you. You cannot touch it with your hands. Otherwise, it will be a handball, even though you're the goalie on play like that.
Correct. Adam Cunnington and Lincoln Coffey were there to challenge, but no good. Charleston retains possession and now have a goal scoring opportunity. Promising attack developing, I should say. It's the proper term. Charleston goes down, but quick back up.
And then the ball is saved in the visitor sideline. Charleston trying to take a shot, but he makes a move. And then to Taylorville, no harm, no foul. Anthony Riveco comes out with it and then gets taken back by number 10, looks like, who has their only goal and remain 1-0.
Peabody there to keep Charleston away, forcing the goal kick. We got substitutions for both sides. We got Wanish coming in.
And number 8, John Martinson, coming in.
So it'll be Taylorville's goal kick upon substitutions exiting. and we'll start again. Ball gets past finish. Out to about the midway point on the field. Out of bounds. It'll be Charleston to throw in. Charleston stops it. Taylorville right there to challenge. It'll now be Taylorville's throw in. Taylorville out to Peabody. Peabody there to challenge. Vanish with the block. Caleb and Adam both challenging, trying to gain back possession and develop a promising attack. Caleb kicks it out. Not quite. Now it is out of bounds. It will be Charleston throw-in. Quick throw-in by Charleston. Out to Reveco.
Reveco sends it over the middle where number 7 gets hit on, and Jace McMillan, Lincoln Coffee trying to slow that down, but he cannot. And then Ben Peabody get his side foot on it, weather, and then 2 Taylorville players is back there, and then the ball got retrieved by Anthony to Caleb Eckhock, and then number 10 sells it back, gets it back to his team, and then the kick is towards the middle, and then Eckhock get it out of there with Franklin, and then Adam Cunnington gets it back to Peabody, and then Peabody.
Charleston's number 10 taking a knee. We'll see. We'll see if he'll need to be subbed out. Looks like he's clutching his chest a little bit.
Now with soccer, substitution stuff happens like that. With the play going on, the ref in soccer cannot blow the whistle until the ball goes out of bounds or a goal being scored.
That's not necessarily true, Tanner. They can't blow the whistle on an advantageous possession. If either team is about to score, they can't blow the whistle. But in that instance, if a ref had saw him, it did not appear that any ref had noticed them yet. They would have been able to blow a whistle. Neither team was in a necessarily advantageous position. That's an instance where a referee can blow the whistle to check for player safety. It's Charleston set for the throw-in on their own penalty area. Coming back to Peabody. Peabody will take possession, gets past one defender, stopped by the next.
And then whistle is blown. And then the ref called something on Charleston. Now Ben Peabody gets to replace the ball and then set the kick with the ref moving out of the way. And then the Charleston defenders cannot touch the ball till the ball has been kicked. And Ben Peabody with the...
Must have been some kind of foul for that one. That was a direct free kick by Ben Peabody, just going straight for the goal. Direct free kicks can only happen on penalties, usually physical, so probably a push by Charleston is what I would guess that play was. A little hard to tell from up here, but that's what it looked like with the direct free kick. So out of bounds, and it'll be Charleston with the goal kick. Lincoln Coffee up on the penalty line, an attempt to challenge.
And I couldn't blame Ben Peabody going for the shot there. I mean, as soon as the ball gets over the goalie, it's in. But Ben Peabody throws it back and then dribbling it between 3 Charleston defenders with their goalie retreating. Ben Peabody still has it in the back of the end zone.
Over the top by Coffee, an attempt to score a goal.
And that was a good effort.
Yes.
Great effort there from Lincoln Coffee. Ben Peabody tried, but Taylorville they'll get one here, and then almost 19 minutes and still 1-0, 20 game time left here, Ben.
Yeah, Lincoln's a little frustrated with himself, but that's a very difficult shot to make. Having to try and get the ball behind you, never an easy shot to make. Caleb Adcock slips. Taylorville trying to maintain possession, little contact, no
harm, no foul. And then the ball getting kicked by Jacob Franklin over to Lincoln Coffee. Their goalie chasing after it, and the goalie kicked it up before Coffee, and then the ball being sent back the other way. Franklin stops it, then chase after it, and then got the ball sent back out by Charleston. Then their player kicked it, falls down.
Conditions on the field seem to be playing a little bit of a factor in this game. We've seen multiple players slip already.
And then another player slips, and then the ball getting sent back to the midfield by Caleb Eckhock, and then Ben Peabody putting his chest into it and throws it back down. and then the ball retrieves, goes out of bounds. Tornado set to throw in with John Martinson from the visitor sideline. He gave it back to Peabody, and Peabody playing give and go, and then did not work. Substitution being made. Tim has the only goal for Charleston checking in, and Levi Bussinger checking in for Lincoln Coffey, who almost had a goal there on a bicycle kick.
Yeah.
If you would.
Yeah, and back there, it looks like there was a bit of contact on that play that Franklin made to get the ball out, but again, no penalty called. They'll keep playing on. Charleston's got possession. Peabody and Caleb challenging. Charleston gets possession back.
And then Anthony Riveco has it right now on the end line, and the ball they said was Charleston third end, and then Anthony turns around, has to reset, but lucky it's third end, not a corner kick, and the ball is still dribbling in between it, and then number 10 shoots it, and then the ball still not in yet, and then Charleston still keep it in their zone, and then he fakes, and he dribbles with it and kicks it back out, and then shot, and then knocked out there by
beautiful save
Brody Garrett.
And that will be off the crossbar of the football crossbar, so that will be ruled out of bounds. It should be a Taylorville goal kick.
Let's see a replay on this. Oh, look at that. He knocked it out the first time, and then, like Ben said, grazed the crossbar, counts as out of bounds, and Taylorville gets a break.
Yeah, those are really difficult saves to make. Not easy to make a save in general, but to do it with that many people in the way trying to block your view, very impressive save.
If Taylorville somehow hang on here, come back to that save.
Out of bounds, Charleston's ball to throw in again. Caleb Badcock kicking that one out. Peabody there to challenge.
And that was a good replay there from our crew on that. Knocked out of the net, and another Charleston player slips, and then Taylorville takes advantage of that. Trying to dribble the ball up, and they're not off the head of Franklin, and then Ben Peabody trying to give a challenge, and then Riveco gets past him, and then no outside still being called, and the ball's still in the end zone. Number 10 shoots it, and the ball's still not in yet.
Now it's in. Charleston goal, no penalties. Again, still can't tell who the number is. Again, difficult to read those Charleston numbers. Out at about midfield. We'll see if we can get that number. That number 13 from Charleston, who's currently going out for number 12. We got Gavin and Ryland from Charleston scoring their 2 goals. We got Taylorville to kick off. Out back to Peabody. Charleston there to challenge. Out to Caleb. Caleb will take it a little ways.
And then sending it towards the sideline, which is always dangerous in soccer because if you don't put enough spin on it, then it's out of bounds all the time.
Yep. So the intended target was Coffee. It will end up out of bounds in Charleston's ball.
And they throw it in, and then another kick being towards sideline. Eckhock sells it back down to Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody trying to play in a give and go. He does give it to Martinson. Martinson back to Ben Peabody, and then Peabody trying to give it back to him, and then
be out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for Taylorville. Franklin will come up. Not to take the goal kick, though. Who's going to be taking it?
No, I believe it is a Taylorville corner.
Yep, Jacob there to kind of block the goalkeeper. We got number 8, it looks like, from Taylorville. Coffee on the near side. Franklin near the goal. Kicks it out to Coffee. Coffee out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
And then Coach Tim Karpak here there is not happy. That was not the play that they drawn up. Looks like they were trying to have the kicker going back to him and playing a give and go, and then Eventually did not work. Now the ball being chased with another Charleston player falls down and no harm nor foul. And then Lincoln Coffee still has it on the sideline, and then the ball still made it in play. And then number 13 with the kick up, and then Ben Peabody still has it. Ben Peabody takes a shot, and then he just missed.
Yep, just a bit outside. It'll be a Charleston goal kick.
Ben Peabody had a couple of good shot attempts here in this game, Ben.
Mm-hmm. So Charleston will be set to take the goal kick. Taylorville wanting to try and take it back and regain advantage.
Anthony Riveco kicks it up towards Coffee. Coffee put his head on it, and then the ball still remains in the back of the end zone, and then number 24 gets it, and then Charleston able to get it back out. We're closer still, and then Charleston has it dribbling up with it, trying to set it up, and then Caleb Eckcock read that, and then number 10, they still has it, and then the ball being kicked, and it turning back around, and Charleston gets it back to their zone, and then number 10 has one of the 2 goals for Taylorville, and then trying to play that give and go, and then his teammate slips, and then Brody Garrett will likely take the goal kick for Taylorville.
Yep, Brody looks like he's going to go quick, try to catch Charleston sleeping there. He's out to the side, out to Vinesh Patel. And that will be out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. Charleston's going to try and get back to their advantage. We got Taylorville substitutes ready to go in.
And then is that Ben Peabody again? Ben Peabody had the ball a couple of times, and then the ball is still being kicked over there, and then knocked out of Charleston's foot, rather, and then the third end coming from Taylorville. One of the 4 seniors, Jacob Franklin, set to take the third end, rather.
Yep. So Taylorville will make a quick substitution and get out and go. Out to Charleston. Charleston back to Franklin. Franklin
has a
back to
big
Charleston.
leg and then kicked it all the way down, and now their goalie has to retreat. And then Levi Businger giving a good effort. They're chasing that on the sideline, and I can't see.
That was off of Businger. It'll be Charleston to throw in. So Charleston will try and get this out. Taylorville with a lot of momentum. Charleston's going to take just a second. Let their people come back. Trying to keep it in bounds, Charleston.
And they do. Anthony Riveco and Jacob Franklin, he literally just sends it up. He got a strong leg, and kicking it to him all the time, able to give his teammates lots of effort.
Charleston throw in. Coffee tries to get a header, no good. Out to Peabody. Peabody to Caleb.
And then that ball gets intercepted, and then Anthony Riveco has to retreat back, but the ball is in Taylorville favor, dribbling down the sideline, and Taylorville will set to take the third end with Riveco. And the third end is in. 15 has it, and it gets it back, and back to 15, and 15 was able to hustle, saving it down, then takes a shot, and then stopped out of there by Franklin was there first, and then Brody Garrett makes another save, and as Charleston was aiming for that corner.
Taylorville going to go quickly off of this one. Target Ben Peabody. Retain possession. Charleston there to challenge. Down the sideline out to Coffee. Coffee with only the goalkeeper to beat.
Has a beat on it.
Takes a shot, no good.
And a nice shot there, and it was good shot attempt. It was just right to the goalie, and goalie drops high kick up in the middle of the field.
Again, a little contact on that shot, but not enough to draw a penalty.
And Ben Peabody settled the ball down and then fakes, gets it back, and then he gets it back to Lincoln Coffee. Coffee has to save it within the end zone, and then he...
Off of Charleston. Nope, we're calling offsides, it looks like, on Coffee. It'll be an indirect free kick by Charleston. Coffee's going to need to be a little more careful on those offsides if he's going to want to be able to score a goal. There's been multiple times he's been in an offside position. Just this one has been the first time he's been called out for it.
And then Anthony Riveco retreats back with number 7. Number 7 again slips. Riveco gets the ball back out and out of their zone, takes advantage, and then sends it towards out of bounds. But smart play there from Anthony Riveco, able to send and allows the substitution. Charleston players been slipping, maybe not used to playing on the turf.
Looks like both sides are slipping, so turf offering some difficulties on both sides. Banish Patel will come out, and Charleston will take it in right near the sidelines.
Number 10 and number 21 still battling. And Ben Peabody, with a nice job, gets the ball onto the field, and then the ball is being sent out. And then number 4 knew it on Charleston because he would have went after, but he knew it was outside. And the ref was standing right there next to Taylor's bench. So
it'll be a offsides call on Charleston. It'll be an indirect free kick for Taylorville. Be Ben Peabody to take that free kick.
And the kick is over the head of everybody. Lincoln Coffey again trying to go down there, and he takes another shot, and then again right back to Charleston's goalie. He grabs it with no challenger, and then he drops free kicks and on the 50, and then they have it trying to send it up, and then the ball got sent out of bounds, and Riveco will set to take their end weather, and then the ball is being
ball in possession of Charleston.
And then another Charleston slips.
That looks like not as much of a slip as much as trying to draw a penalty, but no good, and Taylor will be a throw-in.
Yeah, because no harm, no foul, and Adcock gets it. Both player is on it. And the number 10 trying to send it back up. Anthony Riveco gets back out there with Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody kicks it over to Coffey before he slipped, and then hits teammate, and whistle has been blown.
Another offsides by Lincoln Coffey. Ben Peabody looking to be okay after that kick. No, they're bringing it back. They are calling the penalty on Charleston.
Because
it'll be a direct free kick.
Yeah, from Ben Peabody, because Ben Peabody did able to make the kick, but he got pushed, making a kick. So now the kick, it's up from Ben Peabody. He shoots it, and that was a good idea. And whistle again blowing for substitution number 23.
Yeah, so what we saw there with Lincoln getting the ball is called advantage in soccer. A lot of times the main purpose of that is for neither team to really do something that would cause the opposing team to prevent them from scoring. Refs held off a little bit on that penalty to see if Coffey would score. Once Charleston regained possession, they called back the penalty.
Yeah. Now that's the rule that I did know. That's why I have been. But I mean, in major soccer, it's the same thing. But I mean, I knew in hockey, but didn't know about high school soccer if that came into play.
Yeah, there's a lot more similarities between soccer and hockey than I think a lot of people.
Thanks, and the ball is still in play, and then Caleb Adcock gets it, and then still dribbling within Taylorville territory, and then a kick, and then the goalie calls everybody off, and then Lincoln Coffey, that's not Lincoln Coffey.
Looks like Adam Cunningham there to challenge. Out to the Taylorville side. Charleston with possession. Franklin in pursuit. Franklin getting in between the ball and the goal.
And then the goal, and then he trying to shot it. You kind of see the guy with the orange shoes from Charleston knew it. If he would have shot it on the normal attempt, it probably would have went in.
Yep, instead Caleb was able to deflect it out of bounds, and it'll be Charleston to throw in.
Take this better, I mean. And then third end is nice play there from Ben Peabody. Keep it, but you probably don't.
Beautiful kick there.
Beautiful kick there, but if I'm Ben Peabody, I probably would have let that go out of bounds. What do you think?
I mean, hindsight being 20/20, of course, you wouldn't want Charleston to get that opportunity to score. With Jay on Charleston, Jay Buchter, it sounds like, who made that goal for Charleston. But I think in that instance, trying to keep the ball alive, trying to get a breakaway possession, isn't the worst thing in the world. Obviously, it didn't work out for Taylorville in this instance. But I don't necessarily think that was the wrong call by Peabody.
I mean, like you said, I agree with high size 2020, but the ball is out of bounds. Charleston set the third end, but with under 6:25 remaining in the first half, 3-0 Charleston.
And regardless if that would have been out of bounds, we had a Taylorville player offsides anyway, so we would have been Charleston either way.
But I would have taken that instead of. But Taylorville gets it with Adam Cunnington, Lincoln Coffee still back there, and the Jace McMillan, where they're trying to get it back over with Coffee. Coffee still has it with dribbling it between the sidelines, and then he still has it, and then still has it, and then Adam Cunnington has it by the closer than that, and then Charleston finally cleared it.
Got Caleb out there to challenge. Out back to Franklin and Rebecca. Rebecca in pursuit. Charleston retains possession.
Yeah, right now it's basically 3-4-on-2 weather, and then trying to play that give-and-go game, and
Unable to stop it is Rebecca, and it'll be another Charleston goal that will put them up 4-0 with about 5 minutes left in this half. Taylorville's going to need at least one goal if they're going to want to get momentum going into the second half. Charleston making a substitution as well. So it'll be Taylorville set to kick off. Again, trying to get at least one goal before the half. Give them a little bit of momentum going to the second. Remember, Taylorville does get the kickoff at the start of this half, or at the start of the next half. Hopefully they'll be able to retain possession and keep it going. Franklin out to Charleston's defenders. Coffee able to intercept. Charleston trying to keep it past. Lincoln Coffee gets past them.
but he has it 1 against 2, and he still dribbling with it, and then
loses possession of it.
And then Charleston has it kicked in right back to the middle where Adam Cunnington is, and then number 21 is there as well, and then ball Caleb Eckcock trying to get there with Riveco. Riveco sells it back down, give it back to Eckcock. Eckcock dribbling with it and sends it, trying to send it towards Coffee, but not working. Then Charleston with 2 defender back for Taylorville, and then ball still in play.
Charleston's midfielders continuing the play, kicking it out with a goal-scoring opportunity here. Charleston keeping it, not quite being able to keep it out of bounds. Will be a goal kick for Taylorville. 4 minutes left in this half. Substitution being made for Charleston. Everyone able to settle a little bit before the goal kick. Goal kick went to about the 35-yard line on the football field. Charleston takes possession of it. Out to Riveco. Riveco unable to keep it out of bounds. It will be Taylorville's ball off Charleston last. Throw to Jonathan. Charleston takes back possession out to Riveco. Riveco intercepts. Riveco out front. But Charleston defenders are closer, but unable to gain possession easily. And out of bounds will be Charleston to throw in. And substitutions being made for both teams. Three minutes left in this half. Charleston to throw in. Out to Peabody. Peabody unable to keep it out of bounds, so it'll be Charleston to throw in again. Charleston with the quick throw in this time. Again out to Peabody. Peabody taking it forward. Unable to get past the Charleston defenders. Off Charleston, there'll be a Taylorville throw in. Riveco set to throw in. Throw in to Charleston. Adam Cunningham there. Unable to stop it. Charleston going on the offensive now. Charleston out in front. No offsides being called. Out of bounds, though. And it looks like it'll be Taylorville to throw in.
Hello. Hey, I got a couple names I need help pronouncing. Is it Parker Ainscoe or Ainscough?
Throw in down the sideline. Charleston takes back possession.
Okay.
Peabody intercepts. Peabody with open field. Gives it out to Coffee. Coffee.
With the whistle again blowing, Lincoln again got called for outsides.
Again, he's going to really have to watch that going forward if Taylorville's going to want to score their goals.
And then a high kick from their goalie, Brody Garrett.
Unable to make the stop, and the open goal, very easy. Looks like number 4 of Charleston. So Brody Garrett unable to get the stop. Charleston will take advantage of the open net. It'll now be 5-0 in favor of Charleston. 1:30 left in this half.
Anna Lou Hamill. Keegan Hines.
So Taylor will be set to do it again. Out to Peabody. Peabody sends it out to Coffee. Charleston unable to make the stop.
Leah Hamill.
Out of bounds. Taylor to throw in. Taylor going to want a quick throw in.
Leah Johnson.
Lincoln unable to stop it. Again out of bounds. Taylor to throw in again.
Eddie, is it Rajepi?
Looks like we got about 7 or 8 Charleston players back. 4 or 5 Taylorville players up to challenge the ball. Out to Peabody. Peabody loses possession and regains it back. Charleston takes it away from him.
Jackson Lamb.
Out to number 7 of Charleston. Caleb Adcock able to intercept, but Charleston retains possession. Unable to save it is Taylorville. It will be Charleston to throw in.
Okay, I'll put him at the end.
It'll take a little more time.
Thank you, sir.
Both teams again in a better position. And in comes the throw in. Past Taylorville's defenders. Charleston. And the advantage. Franklin with a little bit of breathing room. Falls. No penalty being called.
Tell him I sent the coach the order that I got.
Adcock sending it down the field. No out of bounds called. Out to Peabody. Peabody's pass to Coffee gets intercepted by Charleston's defenders. And that will mark the end of the half.
With Charleston leading 5-0 coming up shortly, looks like we have our junior high future Taylorville High School soccer players are getting announced.
Yep, so we will resume commentating once the youth soccer players are able to finish with their announcement. So we will be able to join you for the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, making our way to midfield as our members of our junior high soccer team. We would like to go through and announce those that are in attendance. We have Avery Barnes, Jace Klebus, Jay Cunnington, Landon Keel, Titan Stevens, Aiden Walsh, Brayson Cole, Keegan Heimsness, Logan Smith, Tyler Crowell, Alexis Clamola, Luke Lamb, Eddie Rajepi, Caitlin Wemple, Natalie Young, Mav Cordaway, Ravienne Frezzo, Ellie Keel, Jackson Lamb, Lucas Waganoff, Cameron Woodruff, and Nathan Crowell. Coaches for the Youth Tornadoes are Eric Cordaway and Katie Crowell. They will have their final regular season match this Sunday, and their tournament, end of the season tournament, will be next weekend. Good luck, future Tornadoes.
Welcome back to Taylorville versus Charleston at the THS turf for Taylorville High School soccer. We just wrapped up the first half. Charleston scoring 5. Tornadoes unable to capitalize on any of their offensive pursuits. Not able to get a mark on the board yet. One thing that should be mentioned in the IHSA soccer rulebook, if Charleston is able to gain an advantage of 7 points, the time of the half will be cut in half. So the second half will get cut in half if Charleston is able to score 7. And if they're able to get a 9-point advantage over Taylorville, the game will be considered over. So that's something to keep in mind for both Taylorville and for Charleston going into this next half. And another thing, if Charleston is able to score 7, even if Taylorville is able to score again, cutting their lead, Charleston's lead to only 6, the time remains cut in half and will not be changed from that point forward. So it looks like we'll get things started a little bit early. It will be Taylorville set to kick off. Both teams swapping sides for this next half. Looks like the wind is going to be an advantage in Charleston, though no heavy wind, just based on the corner flags. Taylorville set to kick off and hoping to turn this thing around. Refs doing their final check of players. Charleston goalkeeper looks like the only one who we're waiting on. Charleston's going to make a quick substitution. Nope, sending someone out to maybe. Charleston just only had 10 people on the field, it looks like. So they sent their 11th man out there. And Taylorville set to kick off this second half. Out back to Rebecco. Rebecco brings it up. Charleston intercepts, and they'll go on the offensive. Charleston able to get past a few defenders. And looks like Brody will come up, stopping it and getting it out of the danger zone. Charleston takes back possession. A little bit of contact, no foul drawn. And it'll be out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. So Charleston will go at it again, attempting to capitalize on their field position. Unable to. It'll be Taylorville to throw in. Number 24, it looks like. Can't quite tell who that is. Set to throw in to Coffee. Coffee lets it go past him. Peabody trying to get past Charleston. Out to Coffee. Coffee able to get past him. Goal scoring opportunity for the Tornadoes. Contact. No foul. It'll be a corner kick for the Tornadoes. So Coffee tries to draw a foul, unable to do so. Taylorville will still end up with a corner kick. It'll be Caleb Adcock set to take that corner kick. Franklin will take his position, as usual, blocking the goalie. We got Peabody towards the back, as well as Adam Cunnington, ready to make a play. Peabody with the header, no good, and it will be a throw-in for Taylorville. Just barely stayed from crossing and being a corner kick. It will be Franklin set to throw in. Long throw-in from Franklin, unable to capitalize yet. Charleston will get it out, and we'll come back to the neutral zone. Charleston with only Caleb Adcock to beat. Sends it down the sideline, staying in bounds. Anthony Rebecco now back. Charleston past Adcock, out to Rebecco, and it'll be out of bounds for a goal kick. Shot on goal was just a bit high. So it looks like either Brody or Franklin will be set to take this goal kick. Taking their time, Charleston able to get in position as well as Taylorville. Lincoln wanting the kick. They'll go short out to Franklin. Charleston putting pressure. Franklin kicking to the near side. Out to Jonathan. Jonathan will take it down the line. And it will be Charleston to throw in. Jonathan was unable to retain possession. Charleston with a fairly quick throw in out to Reveco. Reveco out back to the sideline. It will be Charleston throwing again. Quick throw in by Charleston. Out to Franklin. Franklin sends it forward out to Charleston's goalkeeper, who's going to be able to get that one away. Back out to Franklin. Unable to retain possession. Franklin kicks it out to Reveco. Staying in bounds. Charleston, last one to touch it, and it will be a goal kick for Taylorville. Close call. Doesn't appear like either of the refs had the greatest view of it, but from our view it did look like it would supposed to be a Taylorville goal kick. Taylorville on the offensive now. Gets it back into the neutral zone as Charleston. Charleston getting past Peabody. Peabody getting back in front. Able to get past Peabody. It's Charleston's number 13. They'll take a shot on goal. Blocked by Franklin. Taylorville on the near sideline. Intercepted by Charleston's number 15. Charleston unable to get a good look at the goal. But Taylorville's been unable to get it out of their penalty zone.
Now they finally do a little bit with Lincoln Coffee gets on it and then still has control of it and then trying to make a move and the ball still in bounds. Now the ball came back into play and then Charleston defender come up and intercept it.
Out to Cunningham in the middle. Peabody takes possession. Unable to get past Charleston's defender. Charleston will take possession back. Franklin. Out to Peabody. Peabody sends it forward for Coffee. Unable to get there in time. Charleston will kick it back to their goalie, who will reset things back at midfield. Taylorville takes possession. And they'll send it out of bounds. It'll be a Charleston throw-in. A little over 5 minutes passed in this half. Charleston past midfield. Kicking it forward to their number 7. Only the goalkeeper to beat. And they'll get past them. Can Caleb Adcock? Not quite on target. Caleb would have been there to stop it, but it will end up being a goal kick for Taylorville. That's one thing you've been able to see Caleb do. He's able to play all around the field. Tight defender. Down there taking corner kicks, taking shots on goal. Really, really versatile player. So Taylorville will take a short goal kick. Unable to take advantage of that, though. Charleston regains possession. Nice header by Reveco to retain possession.
And then whistle blowed. And whistle blowed something that they called on whether it was a handball, I didn't.
It looks like a handball. Referees holding their hand up, signaling indirect free kick. Usually means that that's a handball on Taylorville.
Then Peabody gets it back out to the middle of the field, and then Charleston gets it back in, but Peabody has it again for Adam Cunnington. Now the ball is being just played around with her, and then
Caleb sends the ball out to Charleston's goalkeeper, who's going to send it back. Peabody, an attempted header, not quite what they were looking for. Franklin kicks out to Coffee. Coffee with the header. Unable to maintain possession. Charleston takes it back. Not quite out of bounds. Coffee almost with the handball.
The ball was out of bounds. The sideline from the opposite side called out of bounds. Just barely, but out of bounds is the call. Lincoln Coffee is set to throw the ball back in. And the ball is thrown in towards Adam Cunnington, and Jace McMillan gets there first, and then the ball is still alive. Lincoln Coffee looked up and then turned around. And then the ball now being sent out to Levi Bussinger will try to, and then Charleston, number 10, has control of it, coming back to the other way, and then no whistle being blown, and then nice play there from Jacob Franklin, then Jace McMillan still chasing after in the middle, and of the sideline, and then Charleston defender is not giving up yet, and then the ball is still in play.
Rebecca and Caleb now to take possession of the ball. Caleb will just kick it out, give Taylorville a chance to come back. Be number 15 of Charleston to throw in. Out towards the middle to their number 3 of Charleston.
Then number 3 sending it to the back the end zone, and then kicked out by him, and Taylorville will take a goalie kick.
Vanish Patel coming in for Adam Cunningham. He'll take the center forward position, along with Jonathan and Lincoln. Brody set to take the goal kick. Holding for Taylorville to tie, looks like tying a shoe. Lincoln and Jonathan will swap sides. Lincoln now taking the right side, Jonathan with the left. And now set to take the goal kick. It is the goalkeeper, Brody. Just a little under 10 minutes through this half. Ben Peabody takes possession. Out to Coffee. Coffee on the sideline. Going out of bounds, it'll be Charleston to throw in. Taylorville coming to a more offensive position. Only got 3 defenders back. Set to throw in Charleston. Charleston out to Coffee. Coffee will send it out of bounds off a Charleston player, and it'll be Coffee to do a quick throw in out to Venice Patel. Unable to capitalize. Out to Adcock. Adcock.
Kept it within the black line, and now Charleston touched it last. Smart play by Caleb Adcock. He did just barely keep it within that black line.
Yep, so it'll be Taylorville to throw in, and Taylorville to throw in. Nope, able to keep it in bounds. Adcock
in
still
bounds
keep it
again.
in bounds.
And then now the ball is, that was weird, but now the ball is actually in bounds with Anthony Riveco kept it in, and that ball took forever to get out of bounds. Anthony Riveco sending it towards up to Peabody. Peabody with a defender behind him sent a kind of screen out there, and then Peabody makes a move again towards
take a shot. Deflected and saved again. Good save by the Charleston goalkeeper to get back up and save that one. Again, not easy to make saves like that. Having to completely cross your body to make that save there. Can't be mad if you're a Taylorville player. That was just a real good goalkeeping from Charleston. So it'll be Franklin to take it out to Coffee. Coffee on the sideline.
And that's not able to be playable.
So it'll be a goal kick for Charleston.
Substitution getting right to come in for Charleston. 27, 5, 19, 13.
Yep, so Charleston will take what looks like their entire bench and put them into the game at the next available position. Taylorville with a substitution of their own as well. Still 5-0 in favor of Charleston. On Taylorville's side, sending it down the sideline. It'll be Charleston set to throw in. Substitutions coming in. We got 5 players for Charleston and 2 for Taylorville. So Charleston will swap out about half of their team. It will be a throw-in for Charleston. Charleston sends out to Franklin. Franklin sending it down the line again. Out to Riveco. Riveco unable to capitalize. Out to Adcock. Adcock with a little breathing room. Charleston quick to take that away. Kick down the line, intercepted by Charleston's number 5. Adcock trying to stop Charleston from gaining advantage, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Charleston to throw in. Taylorville not giving them many good options. Out to number 10 of Charleston. Peabody on the challenge. Out back to some of Charleston's defenders. Finish Patel there. Taylorville looking for a breakaway. And it will be out of bounds. Throw in for Taylorville. Adam Cunningham set to throw in. Quick throw in. Out to Jonathan. Out to the center more so. A little breakaway. Charleston goalkeeper there to take it away. Out to Ben Peabody. Rebecca there. Trying to regain advantage. Taylorville unable to do so far. Rebecca sends it up the line. Charleston's got enough breathing room to take a second and send it back. Back out to Rebecca. Rebecca to Peabody. Peabody with about 3 Charleston defenders on him. And more on their way out to Coffee. Coffee unable to make a clean possession. Charleston will now proceed on the offensive. Able to get past many Taylorville defenders. Rebecca able to intercept. Break it up a little bit, give Taylorville a chance to come back. Brody out to stop it. And we'll reset with about 25 minutes left in this half. Taylorville been able to hold Charleston so far. Charleston unable to close the gap to cut that time in half. Charleston takes it out, takes a shot, unable to capitalize. Ball still out of bounds now. I'm calling a corner kick. Corner kick for Charleston. So Charleston will gain an opportunity to score here. Again, no offsides can be called on a corner kick. We got Rebecca near the goal. Brody more so towards the center behind him. Charleston. Kick is up. Unable to be grabbed by Brody. Taylorville will kick it out. Out to Charleston. Charleston with the header. Charleston will keep it outside, out towards the line. It'll be out of bounds. Able to throw in. Rebecca set to take the throw in, and we'll have a substitution on the field. So it will be Anthony Rebecca set for the throw in as soon as Jonathan comes off here. And he'll keep it short down to Franklin. Franklin back to Rebecca. Rebecca sends it down the line. It'll be out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. Charleston, another short throw in. Out of bounds again. Charleston to throw in again. Another quick throw in. Out to Rebecca. Rebecca to Charleston. Taylorville unable to keep it in bounds. And we'll have a substitution at the next available moment. We got substitutions for both teams here. Unable to get them in on that last throw-in. A lot of contact there. No penalty called. Charleston taking it down the sideline. Taylorville will send it out of bounds. It'll be a Charleston throw-in. And 2 substitutions, one for either side coming in. It'll be Charleston to throw in once both substitutes come off the field. Charleston with some fancy footwork, unable to work out. They'll send it out of bounds. It'll be Caleb Adcock set to throw in. Caleb Adcock looks like he's going to send it out for Ben Peabody. Franklin with a lot of contact. Still no penalty being called. Advantage given. It will be a free kick for Charleston.
Penalty kick, whether.
Taylorville setting up a wall. Does not look like they're far back enough for me. But nothing being called.
And nice wall play set up there from Taylorville. Ben Peabody looking to run with it towards the sideline. He still has it. Now he'll definitely has it. And then the ball is being sent out. Lincoln Coffee going one-on-one with a shot stopped by the keeper.
Yep, no offsides call, but unable to capitalize on that. I want to take you back real quick to that wall. It did not look like Taylorville was quite far back enough. The rule is to be 10 yards back. But nothing was called. So Taylorville was able to get away with a little bit closer of a wall, in my opinion. But regardless, Charleston.
Regardless, they were probably in the right spot because there was a ref in the end zone. If they were not, he probably should have said something then.
It's one of those things where there's so much going on in the game where sometimes the ref fails to look at that. The rule book does say 10 yards back, but the game's keeping on going on. It may have been one of those things where they just let them play on. Something that's not going to affect the outcome of the game too terribly much. So Charleston has possession.
And now whistle's been blown. Another ref saying something.
Looks to me like a little bit of a push by Adam Cunnington. It'll be a direct free kick for Charleston at about the 28-yard line, I'd say. Charleston's number 10. Another wall being formed by Taylorville. And Brody unable to keep a clean possession. And we have a good goal. Brody not clearly happy about it, thinking that there's too much contact there. But the goal will be
scored
good
by Charleston.
So I was not able to tell who made that goal, but regardless, it is a good goal for Charleston. So Taylorville will be set to kick off with 20 minutes left in this half. We got a replay here. Let's see what happened. There may be a case for a little impeding play by Charleston, but in my opinion, it looks like Charleston still was playing the ball. It really depends on who you ask on that. There's a case to be made both sides on that. So it'll be Taylorville set to throw in. A little bit long and able to maintain possession. It'll be a Charleston goal kick. Charleston taking their time, making sure they got all their players in position. And they'll set to take it back to the neutral zone. Out to Franklin with the header. Taylorville gains possession. Out to Reveco. Reveco out front. Back to the Charleston goalkeeper. And we'll reset again. Charleston with a drop kick. Out to a little past the 50-yard line. Out to Reveco. Reveco retains possession. Out to Coffee. Coffee will take it down the line. No offsides being called. With the shot, not quite. It'll be a goal kick for Charleston. Substitutions being made. 3 players from Charleston coming onto the field. So it'll be Charleston set for the goal kick. 6-0 Charleston so far. Coffee coming up. And the kick is underway out to Charleston's midfielders. Getting past some of Taylorville's defenders. Out front. Caleb Adcock, the only man to beat. More of Taylorville's defender coming back to help him out. And Brody Garrett will slide and make the stop. So we'll roll it back out. Not letting Charleston get a chance to breathe, out to Peabody. Peabody, with breathing room, will take it on his own. Out to Coffee, no.
Peabody
will
going
take
one-on-one, and then
another shot, and it will be a good
goal finally from Ben Peabody, and Taylorville gets on the scoreboard here at the 16:49 mark.
Good choice by Peabody to retain that ball. If he would have passed it off to Coffee, Coffee was again in an offsides position, would have been called for offsides. Would have been Charleston. Lincoln Coffee, however, held back. Peabody took that on his own. He was able to mitigate the damage. It is now 6-1 in favor of Charleston. It'll be Charleston's set to kick off this time. Charleston will send it down. Riveco trying to stop it. And they'll let go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Taylorville. So Taylorville will see if they can keep their momentum going, try to get downfield again. Maybe make this game closer than what Charleston thought.
And Charleston is going to swap out goalies.
No, looking like yes, they will be swapping out goalies. Something that you don't see too often, especially with just the red pullover jersey for Charleston. That's something that's a little more all right here. If they were in postseason contention, though, they're definitely going to want to get a new jersey for that. That's not quite legal later on, but for here, it's all right. Rebecca will send it out to Coffee. Coffee will bring it back to Peabody. Peabody, with a little open space, sends it back up down the line. Unable to keep it in bounds, and it'll be Charleston to throw in. Never mind, Taylorville to throw in off a Charleston player. Coffee's throw in, intercepted by Charleston. Peabody will gain possession, trying to get past their defenders, and stopped by Charleston, and able to keep it in bounds. So Charleston, set with the goal kick, will
roll over to the teammate, and then he sprints with Franklin back to the Flynn and Riveco and Adcock back to Franklin. Did a good job of stopping them one-on-one, and he sends it across to
Vanish Patel. Vanish staying on it, out to number 15 of Charleston with Caleb close behind. He'll just send it out of bounds. But Taylor will get back. It'll be Charleston to throw in. Charleston with substitutions. 4 players coming on, it appears. Number 15, number 2, number 20, and number 27 of Charleston coming off. They'll send it down the sidelines. Unable to keep it in bounds, it'll be Charleston to throw in again. So Charleston will try again to throw in. Down the sideline again, able to get past some of Taylorville's defenders. Out to Caleb Adcock from Adcock. Out to Coffee. Out to Adam Cunnington. Back out to Charleston. Charleston looks like they're about to take a shot on goal, but had second thoughts.
Now it's a one-on-one, and then whistle was blown
for offsides on Charleston. So instead of a goal kick, Taylorville will get an indirect free kick. Basically, the difference between indirect and direct is an indirect cannot have a goal scored directly from it. It's not too much different.
And Franklin take the kick, and he kicked it to make field strike. Ben Peabody trying to sell that ball back in, but got stolen back and then gets back on it, and then Riveco has it, and looks like the push happened again on
Charleston's number 13. So
And,
Rebecca will set to take the direct free kick.
Yeah, but I think Anthony sold that push, though.
That's sometimes what you got to do
He
to
sold.
get penalties called. There's no downside for trying to get a penalty call, especially if the opposing team's going to get the ball back. It's a strategy for people that a lot of people will use. See it a lot of times from people trying to get penalty calls. A lot of times, especially me as a ref, I won't call something if people don't look like they're trying to get a call from it.
And another call is being made. Hopefully that player from Taylorville is okay.
We got Caleb Adcock got tripped up there. He's going to readjust his shin pads, and it'll be Franklin to take the direct free kick. Coming down the sideline out to Coffee. Coffee will let it come past him. We got 4 defenders to beat, unable to get past the first one. Charleston's number 10 will take it.
Number 10 has a goal, one of the 6 goals for the Trojans, and then number 13 let that ball went out of bounds. A substitution being made.
So it'll be Charleston to throw in upon the substitution. Just a little over 10 minutes to go left in this half. 6-1 in favor of Charleston. And we'll be set to throw in. Rebecca with the header. Into Adcock. Adcock will send it down the sideline off Venish Patel.
And the ball's still in play in Taylorville's zone. And then nice stop there. And smart there from Taylorville letting it go. But I don't know if they call that giving it to Charleston. But
yes, that'll be a corner kick for Charleston. And another versatile player in Ben Peabody. We talked about Caleb Adcock being versatile, but Ben Peabody, you'll see him on all sides of the field as well. Obviously just scored the goal there and just made a save for Taylorville down here. So it'll be out of bounds, but off Taylorville will be another corner kick. And they'll be taking it from this close corner. So they'll do it again. We'll have substitutions come on for Charleston. And Charleston will take their corner kick again as soon as these substitutions come off the field. We got Rebecca this time up by the goal. Brody close behind him. Kick is up. And the header is saved by Brody. So Brody will get it off quick with only the Charleston defenders back. Try to get it off quickly while Charleston's off balanced. Ben Peabody taking the ball, sending it back to Rebecca. Rebecca sends it up to Taylorville's forward players. Charleston's goalkeeper is able to stop it. Charleston takes it down the far sideline. It'll be out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. So Charleston will take their time with this one, let a few more players come forward. And there's the throw in down the sideline to number 10 of Charleston, who we've seen already had at least one goal today. Out forward and unable to capitalize. A good opportunity for the Trojans, but unable to capitalize on that. And it will be a goal kick for Taylorville. Those goals aren't easy to make. One's on the run where you gotta slide into it and attempt to make a goal. Good attempt by the Trojans, but unable to make it work. So Charleston will go back on the attack. Rebecca trying to stop it and is able to. It'll be a goal kick for Taylorville. substitutions coming in. We got a yellow card coming out to number 13 of the Trojans.
Ben, could you explain that for the people who don't know what do they meant by yellow card?
Yeah, so a yellow card comes in when there's a misconduct by whoever the player is. Yellow card means that player must come out of the game, but they are allowed to be substituted for and can come back in later. By the sounds of things, it looks like he may have been mouthing a few things to some of the Taylorville players, maybe saying some verbal stuff that just doesn't fly for the refs. So they finally gave him a card, and he'll have to come out of the game until the next substitutable moment if Charleston wants to put him back in. And a second yellow card will give him, will result in a red card, which means he is disqualified for the rest of the match. And Charleston will have to play with a man down.
Thanks, Ben. That don't usually happens in a Taylorville soccer event, but first one I've seen this year.
Yeah, and there's multiple reasons you can get a yellow card from reckless play. There's what's called stopping a promising attack, or SPA. That's the acronym for it. Basically, it's any time you stop an opportunity for the opposing team to score.
In the face.
It will result in a yellow card.
You see that? Anthony Rebecca got hit in the face.
Yep, a little dazed off of that. I didn't quite know where the ball was, but Taylorville retained possession for a little bit. Rebecca sending it down the sideline, out of bounds. It'll be Charleston to throw in. 7 minutes left in this half. Charleston's throw-in will go out to Adcock. Adcock with a little bit of time.
And smart play from Adcock. Taylorville will take the third in.
Sending it back down the sideline to a Charleston player. Off the arm of Jonathan.
Lincoln Coffey chasing after it with the right sideline, and the ball is in the end zone. And Lincoln Coffey almost had it, but the ball, but get a good play from Tom and TV replay. Looks like it was batted down by the goalie, and then now the ball's in the middle of the field now.
Yeah, that's a really good shot by Coffey. Ones that are able to get in the air that high at this level from that short distance usually are going to end up in the goal. Just this time, that goalkeeper was ready for it, and he was able to make the stop. So Charleston on the offensive, only the goalkeeper to beat. Passes it out to the teammates. Brody unable to make the stop, and Charleston looks like number 7 or number 2. Looks like number 2. Number 2 of Charleston able to make that goal. So the score will now be 7-1 in favor of Charleston.
Hey, Mr. Howard. How you guys?
And the Taylorville Tornadoes will be set to kick off. And the time will start again with about a little over 5 minutes left in this half. Out to Peabody. Peabody down to Adcock. Adcock to Rebecca. Rebecca will send it forward to Charleston's midfielders. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham to midfield, back to Charleston. Charleston will take it down the side. Franklin and Rebecca able to get the ball back. Out to number 2 of Charleston. Down to number 7. Adcock, Peabody, and Rebecca in between him and the goal.
And then the goal will be no good.
So it'll be Taylorville set for the goal kick.
With 5 minutes left in the game.
Any more substitutions by Charleston will result in a stop of clock, since they are in the lead. Taylorville's goal kick out to Jonathan. Jonathan off Charleston. It'll be Taylorville to throw in. Caleb will take the throw in. Out to Peabody short. Peabody with pressure out to Adcock. Adcock back to Peabody. Peabody attempted to go for Adcock. Instead, Charleston will send it down the line. Franklin able to take it back. And that will be off Charleston for a Taylorville throw-in. Franklin will take it in quickly. Out to Coffey. Coffey will take it down. Charleston will throw it out. It'll be Taylorville to throw in. Coffey set for the quick throw-in. Out towards the center. Peabody will take it. Back down to Reveco. Reveco to Adcock. Adcock back to Reveco. He'll send it up. Intercepted by Charleston. Charleston. Peabody. Out to Reveco. Franklin and number 4 Charleston on the attack. Charleston able to keep it inbounds. Gets past Franklin. Charleston with a shot. Little off.
He lost his foot as based off his reaction. The ball, he lost the foot. It looks like was slipped. If he had a cleaner shot, I don't know if.
Yeah, those shots are always more difficult to make, especially when the ball is moving. You got to take into account how that ball is going to spin off your foot when you're unable to make a stop like that. And we'll get a replay of the goal kick. Substitution was being made when Brody tried to take that goal kick. Franklin comes off.
Franklin's
Looks maybe a little injured.
Yeah, Franklin's coming out getting talked to by our trainer.
So Franklin will probably stay off for the rest of this game. Looks like having problems there by his Achilles just by looking at him, and he'll be out of bounds. With Charleston set for the goal kick. Or not goal kick, corner kick. My apologies. So Charleston will see what they can do with 2 minutes left of this half. See if they can add on any. Charleston with the kick a little far. Charleston with giving chase. Able to keep it in bounds. Charleston still with advantage. Taylorville able to break it up a little bit. And with the shot and the goal by number 4 of Charleston, it will make it 8-1 in favor of Charleston. And the time will now get cut in half, with Charleston going up by 7 points. We will go now, instead of a minute 28, I believe it was.
Yep.
We will now go to 44 seconds left in this half. Taylorville going to get one more chance to close the gap before this is over. Out of bounds. Charleston to throw in. Out to number 10 of Charleston. Charleston will take it down the sideline, and they're just going to play it slow and let the clock expire. Peabody coming out to Coffey. Coffey with an open field. One of the goalkeeper to beat. He'll take a shot. Not quite. Nothing being called. And we'll come down to the final 5 seconds of this match. It'll go down as Charleston 8, Tornadoes 1, as time expires. And the Trojans will take this game over Taylorville for one of Taylorville's few home games left of this season. I don't know quite how many more home games they're going to get, let alone conference games as well. So that will do it here from the THS turf. It'll be the Charleston Trojans 8, Taylorville Tornadoes 1. Thank you for tuning in to Tommy TV. We will see you later.
Yep.
You're watching Tommy TV.